Problem 8, getting to the end. Here, it's another parallel line problem. L is parallel to M, boom, and boom. Therefore, this other line, W, is the transversal. Hey, they even told us. They're going to tell us angle 2 and angle 3. So they're going to tell us this thing and this thing. If you just look at the diagram, those angles, they sit on that line, that transversal. And you know all lines have a 180-degree angle on them. So angle 2 and angle 3, they're supplementary. They add up to 180. So I don't even care that it's saying this. That's something I can do. So whenever you see something you can do, you do it. This angle, 3x plus 17, and this angle will add up to 180. I can do that. If that gets me the answer, great. But let me just do this first while I still have this in my mind. 3x and 5x are 8x, 17 and minus 21. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not good with arithmetic, so let's just, I know what to do, but let me just ask the calculator. Hey, there we go, minus 4. All right, so took a couple seconds. Nothing lost. So I know to do the inverse operation, and I'll get 8x equals 184. I'm sure I can figure that out in my head, but it's going to take too long, so let's just type it in the calculator. Because, we're trying to make time. This is going to be a Regents exam. So x equals 23. Right? I'll still show my work, though. X equals 23. So if I read back in the problem, if it said solve for x, I'm done. But it didn't. It said, what's the measure of angle 1? So I'm going to use this, but at this point you might be scratching your head and be like, well, I didn't do anything with angle 1. That's all right. If these lines, the red lines here, they really are parallel, which they tell us, angle 2 and angle 1 are corresponding angles. And we learned that corresponding angles are congruent. So whatever angle 2 is, which I have an expression I could substitute into, that's going to tell me what angle 1 is. And remember, if you're not buying that these angles are congruent, just translate it. You can see that this angle lines up perfectly with the angle it's claiming to be equal to, the corresponding angle. Okay, so to figure out angle 1, it's just a matter of figuring out what angle 2 is up here. So they tell me the measure of angle 2 is 3x plus 17, right there. So I'm just going to substitute in 3 times 23 plus 17. 3 times 23 is 69 plus 17. I'll show you the little trick to do this in your head. 69 is 1 away from 70. So I'll borrow that 1 that I need from the 17, and that will be 16. So 69 plus 17 is really 70 plus 16, which is much easier to do in your head. It's just 86. So the measure of angle 2 is 86. Therefore, the measure of angle 1 needs to be equal. The measure of angle 1 equals 86 degrees. And always box off your final answer.